Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another Phillies game here on Play by Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. I hope you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Phillies are taking on the Miami Marlins tonight. The Marlins are 20-52, and the Phillies, they're 53-27. So they've won 28 of their last 32 games at home, and they're looking to keep the red hot streak going as the Phillies will take on the Marlins. So on the mound for Philadelphia, they have Zack Wheeler, who has a 9-4 record in 16 starts, along with a 2.73 ERA. He's had a lot of success against the Miami Marlins, and this should be a very good game for him. Phillies will have to face Trevor Rogers, who's on the other side of the bump for the Miami Marlins. And he has 60 strikeouts this season, along with a 4.9 ERA and just a 1-8 record, which is just something that you just got to sort of eyeball and glance at just a little bit, too. He has a 4.75 ERA on the road. And, well, I just got to say, like, over his last 5 games, he has allowed a total of 9 earned runs, and he's averaged about 6 innings. He's only struck out on average 4 batters during that time, and he's been giving up about 5 hits during those 4 games. So it should be an interesting matchup on the rubber. The Phillies are in their powder blue uniforms, and they're just about ready to get underway in just a few moments as Wheeler will take the mound. So let's get into the starting lineups for tonight's game. Marlins will have Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off over in the leadoff spot. And then you got Brian De La Cruz batting second. Josh Bell hitting third. Jesus Sanchez will be batting in the cleanup spot. And then it's Jake Berger who's batting in the 5. Nick Gordon playing out in left field is batting 6th. Batting 7th will be Tim Anderson. And then you got Otto Lopez, the second baseman, who's hitting about .250 this season. He's batting 8th, and Ali Sanchez, who's been the backup catcher ever since Christian Bethancourt got sent down by the Marlins a few days ago. He's batting in the 9th spot. And on the mound is Zack Wheeler. He has a 9-4 record, 99 innings under his belt this season, along with 107 strikeouts, a 2.73 ERA, and 29 walks. The thing about Wheeler is that he had a bad outing against the Baltimore Orioles, and then in his last outing, he had a very good, solid outing. He went 7 innings, allowed just 1 earned run on 2 hits, had 8 strikeouts, no walks allowed, and that's the type of stuff that you needed to see from Zack Wheeler. He looked like he was locked in, did a really good job against the Diamondbacks, and that was back on Saturday, which was June 22nd, and you needed that type of a performance. So he is going to go out there on the bump today for the Phils. And Chisholm and the Marlins are up to bat first. Phillies playing at the Bank. They were at Comerica Park playing in Detroit. And pitch number 1 is taken outside for ball 1, excuse me. Jazz this season, his average is at .264. The 1-0 on the way, swing and a miss. That makes the count now 1-1. So Chisholm, De La Cruz, Bell, Sanchez, Berger, Gordon, Anderson, Lopez, and Sanchez. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Bouncing ball that's foul towards the right side. It's a 1-2 count now. Chisholm has 5 for 13. Or is 5 for 13 against Zack Wheeler, with a double, 2 triples, and a homer. 1-2. There's a breaking ball in the dirt. Phillies defensively in the infield, they have Bryce at first. Over at second base, it'll be Whit Merrifield. Third baseman is Alec Bohm, and the shortstop is Edmundo Sosa today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks, delivers, and it's inside and low for ball 3. Behind the plate today for the Phils is Rafael Marchand. And then in the outfield, it'll be Kyle Schwarber in left. And then out in center, it's Christian Pache. Nick Castellanos playing out in right. And Trey Turner is the designated hitter. 3-2 pitch, and that is sliced foul towards the left side. So Turner is not playing over at shortstop. Bryson Stott has the day off, and Brandon Marsh also has the day off as well. Top of the first, full count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the leadoff spot. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Well, Wheeler decided to go outside and high at 98, and Chisholm chased after that one, and there's one gone in the top of the first inning. That's how you start off the ball game with a bang. There's a big strikeout there, too, by Wheeler. Not necessarily the pitch that I thought that he would go with, but it worked. Absolutely worked. All right, one out. Nobody on. Top of the first. Here's De La Cruz, and the first pitch is way inside at 98 on the gun. Crew chief for tonight, you have Emil Jimenez. Then you got Lance Barksdale. Jimenez calling the balls and the strikes, of course. Barksdale's over at first. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Nate Tomlinson's the second base umpire. Then you got Nick Lentz over at third base. One ball, one strike. Wheeler gets set and fires. It's outside for ball 2. One out in the top of the first, and nobody on. Marlins taking on the Phillies, starting off a 4-game series, and the pitch is taken all the way for strike 2. Wanted to make sure I said hello to everybody that's on here in the chat. Hello, Serena. Hello, Chris. Hello, Larry. Hello, Hardcore for All. Foxy's here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Zack Wheeler. And there's 2 gone in the top of the first with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Josh Bell. Chris Moore and RG are also here. Adam's here. Orioles Birdwatcher's here. Drop that link down below. RG, you too, man. Orlando's also here. We got a really, really good crowd, guys. The pitch to Bell, swing and a miss. Josh Bell hitting .243. Does have 8 homers and 33 RBI as well. The 0-1 inside and high for a ball. Bell lifetime against Wheeler is 11 for 32 with 4 homers and 3 walks. Batting on the left side, the switch hitting first baseman with the 1-1. Shoots this one over towards the shortstop, and Sosa there to make the catch. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the fish. And we head to the bottom of the first. No score. Phillies coming up to bat. Good stuff. Phillies lineup as we head to the bottom of the first. It'll be Kyle Schwarber playing out in left field. Then you got Trey Turner batting in the 2 spot. He's the designated hitter tonight. Bryce Harper, the first baseman, batting third. Alec Bohm hitting in the cleanup spot, and he's over at the hot corner. Nick Castellanos in the 5-hole, playing out in right field. The shortstop is Edmundo Sosa, and he's batting 6th. Whit Merrifield batting 7th. He's playing over at second base. And then it's Christian Pache in the 8th spot, out in center field, and Rafael Marchand catching behind the plate. He's batting in the 9-hole, or as I like to call it, the caboose. So it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Sosa, Merrifield, Pache, and Marchand. And that's the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies tonight. We did get some news that Spencer Turnbull looks like that he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Remember, yesterday he left with a right shoulder strain injury. That's what they reported it as. And he's going to be shut down. So that's another loss for the Phillies in their rotation. And it looks like Mercado is going to be taken over. Michael Mercado, that is. He'll be taking over his spot in the rotation. He's 25 years old from Greenville, South Carolina, and will probably make his start next week. So again, the Phillies lineup, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Sosa, Merrifield, Pache, and Marchand. No Marsh, no Stott. Turner is the DH today, and playing over at shortstop is Edmundo Sosa. Phillies are in their powder blue uniforms, have the old-fashioned logo. Old-fashioned P, that is, over on the left side of the chest. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Schwarber's average at 250. Does have 17 long balls this season. And the 1-0 pitch popped up and hit towards straightaway center field. And there's Chisholm, who just walks on in towards home plate. And he's there to make the easy catch to put Schwarber away. Exactly. Yep. That's what happens, man. For sure. One out in the bottom of the first. Here's Trey Turner. And the pitch is taken low and inside for a ball. So Trevor Rogers, who's on the mound for the Marlins, has a 1-8 record. This is his 16th start of the season. His ERA stands at 4.9. The 1-0 is taken literally in the same spot for ball 2. Was low and inside. 2-0 pitch. And that one's even more inside. Turner had the dodge out of the way. It's a 3-0 count. Harper waits in the on-deck circle. Schwarber flied out to straightaway center field. And the 3-0 pitch. And that's way up high. And there's a 4-pitch walk allowed by Rogers. Got pretty wild in that at-bat. The third and the fourth pitch were pretty far away from the strike zone. And a 1-out walk is allowed to Trey Turner. That's going to bring up Rice. The Fish will have Ali Sanchez as the battery to Trevor Rogers. So Harper draws his bat across home plate and puts the bat just over his back shoulder. Wearing white batting gloves and staring at Rogers. The pitch fouled away. Over at first, it'll be Josh Bell for the Marlins. Jake Berger's at third. The shortstop is Tim Anderson. And in the middle, it's Otto Lopez. The pitch to Harper, low and away. In the outfield, Sanchez in right. Jesus Sanchez, that is. Nick Gordon is in left field. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing out in center. Rogers on the mound. Harper at the plate for the Phils. Bottom of the first. A runner over at first, and the 1-1 is bounced foul towards the first base side, and it almost headed into the camera well. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Temperatures outside. Well, it's 87 degrees. Pretty cloudy. First pitch got started at 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's low and away again for ball 2. Money line today for the Phillies. They're at minus 315. The over-under is at 7.5 runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rogers looks back at first, now back to the plate, and the 2-2 pitch, swung on, smoked, out to deep center field. Chisholm goes back, it's over his head, it bounces off the top of the wall. Turner rounding third, he's going to come on in to score, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead on an RBI double by Bryce Harper. And they pick up where they left off yesterday. I mean, Jazz tried to chase it down, and as soon as it hit off the top of the wall, he was sort of jogging towards the baseball, and Jesus Sanchez came on over and just got over to it, and Turner was able to score all the way from first base. It was not a good heads-up play by Chisholm, but, hey, Trey will certainly take that. There was not even a throw to home plate, and now Bohm is due up. Here's Alec Bohm, and the pitch is way inside for ball 1. Phillies start the scoring as they get an RBI double by Bryce Harper, who's over at second base. We're in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Phils against the Marlins. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Bohm, that misses just downstairs. What's everybody's final score prediction? Comment down below. Bohm's average at 304. 9 homers, 64 RBI as well. The 2-0 pitch, that's in there for a strike. Did T-Mac say 1,600 career hits? I don't know. I'm not listening. I'm calling the game. But that's probably more intended for the chat. Rogers looked like he was going to get ready to wind up, and he pivoted back over to second base but didn't even throw it. David says 9-4 Phillies. That's his final score prediction. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bomer. And the pitch, here it is. Bouncing ball hit over to shortstop. Harper retreats back over towards the bag, and the throw over to first to get the trailing runner is in plenty of time. That's going to go down as a G6. Bohm is able to ground out to Tim Anderson. And there's 2 away. 7-1 Phillies is Orlando's final score prediction. And then the dude has the Phillies winning 5-1. RG Energy says that they're going to win 19-1. He thinks it's going to be a blowout. And that's what you call a mollywop. The pitch to Nick Castellanos. And that is inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Time is called. We just got confirmation from Shams Charania. We've been covering the NBA draft. But he just said Kentucky's Justin Edwards has agreed to a 2-way NBA deal with the 76ers. 1-0 pitch. Line drive caught over at second base. And Castellanos lines out, and the inning is over. So the Phillies get an RBI double by Bryce Harper and take a 1-0 lead. We go to the second inning. 1-0 Phils. About that. 9-2 Phillies, says John. How's everybody's night going? Comment down below. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Bryce Harper, by the way, that base hit just extended his hitting streak to 12 games in a row. So good for him. 12-game hitting streak. We got 181 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. I need you all to do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell icon. And actually, if you hit the bell icon, you should actually see options. And it would be really awesome if you could actually hit the notification bell icon and say on the little pop-up menu to get all my notifications, because the algorithm is not pushing out my other stuff. And I figured out why. So make sure that when you press that little pull down arrow against or with the notification bell icon, you make sure that you get all the notifications. That's it. That's all. That's all I ask. So thank you all so much for tuning in. It'll be Jesus Sanchez and Jake Berger and Nick Gordon coming up for the Marlins. Top of the second, the pitch by Wheeler, bouncing ball, hit back up the middle, Merrifield with a backhand throw over to first, and that's wide. It gets past Bryce Harper, but not too far away to get Sanchez to go on over to second base. So Sanchez reaches on an infield single. And they're not even going to rule it as an error by Merrifield. It was a really good play. Merrifield backhanded it, threw it on the run. Second base is really not his primary position, but he did everything he could, and Harper did a good job of just racing it out towards the first base backstop in plenty of time to keep Sanchez in check over at first. We have some shadows over towards the third base side and a lot of sunshine hitting the mound and the batter's box as well. Makes it tough for the batters. First pitch to Jake Burger, swing and a miss. About the sweeper thrown by Wheeler there. It's a 0-1 count. Burger's average this season is just at 211. Remember, the Marlins got him at the trade deadline last year. 0-1, and he shoots that one foul. Ended up playing for the White Sox. Ended up having 34 homers in total last season. 25 homers in 88 games with the White Sox and 9 homers in 53 games with the Marlins. The pitch on the way. It's taken all the way for a ball. Six homers this season, 7 doubles, 47 hits, and 223 at-bats for Burger. The pitch, that misses downstairs. He had a little hitting streak going on from June 9th to June 15th. But ever since then, he's only had 3 hits. So he's just batting 195 over the month of June. Time called by Jake, and he takes a quick step out of the box. And Jimenez says play on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have a runner over at first. We're in the top of the second. Phillies lead to 1-0. And the 2-2, another foul ball. Phillies got an RBI double by Bryce Harper in the bottom of the first. And that would extend his hitting streak to 12 games in a row. Powder blue bell out in right center. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler delivers from the stretch, and the 2-2 just misses wide. Phillies have played in 43 home games and have won 31 of those games. Payoff pitch by Wheeler and a foul ball by Burger as he stays alive. When you look at the NL East standings, the Marlins are in dead last. They're 25 games behind the Phillies. And Wheeler's just going to toss it back over to first. The Titans are also 8.5 games above the Braves, who are currently on a 2-game losing streak. Payoff pitch number 3 coming up. Here it is. And that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Wheeler rings him up and racks up his 3rd strikeout on the day. And Nick Gordon is coming up next. Boy, he came in with that heater, and I think Burger was anticipating more so of a slider. And he was like, There we go, Nick Gordon up to bat. And Wheeler fires. It's at 97, and it's swung on and missed. Boy, Nick Gordon certainly was late. Seven homers and 28 RBI on the season for Nick Gordon. And the 0-1, he bounces it right off of his left toe. Harper got to it, but it is a foul ball. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well, so that way you know when I go live. 0-2 is the count. 1-0 Phillies, top of the second. And we have a runner over at first with 1 out. Here we go. Wheeler kicks, delivers, and it's popped up, hit out over towards the shallow outfield grass. Sosa backs up, though, and he's there to squeeze it for out number 2. Love to see what Zack is doing on the mound today, just dominating the strike zone. The heater has just really been so far effective, to say the least. Usually when he starts off the game this season, he's been averaging about 96.5 miles per hour with the four-seamer. And then as he goes deeper, tends to get even faster. First pitch to Anderson, swung on, lined into right field for a base hit. Rounding second and going on over to third is Sanchez. Castellanos throws it back over towards the second base side, and that's going to put runners at the corners. Anderson goes the opposite way and is able to slope a base hit out to right field. Let's see again. Anderson did a good job of just turning on a fastball that was over towards the outside edge of the plate. And he went the opposite way, made some solid contact, and, well, that's how he gets on with a hit. There's a cutter thrown at 87 at the knees for a strike to Otto Lopez. Lopez wearing red batting gloves, batting on the right side, and has the bat just behind his helmet. The 0-1, ground ball, knocked down by Bohm over at third. He gets to it, throws over to first, and Lopez is out by half a step. What a strike thrown by Alec Bohm. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left, and we head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. What's going on, everybody? Happy that you're all here, man. I really am. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. We go live for Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies games. That's what we do on our channel. Last night we did round 1 of the NBA draft after the Phillies game was done in the afternoon. And then today we came on for a little bit to do night 2 of the NBA draft. Just a little bit. But now we're on here, man. I appreciate you all so much for being here. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And that way you can support me. It's absolutely awesome on here. Any good news anybody has to share? Good news down below in the chat. Good news. I want to hear good news. All right? Even if it's not something that's big, you know? Tell me how your day's going. How's it going? I'm close to a promotion at work. That's good news. That's awesome. Congrats, RG. That's really cool. What's up, Mitch? How you doing? You know what to do. You know what to do, my guy. Drop that link down below. Where have I been? What do you mean, where have I been? Where have I been? Today I had something to do. I didn't really. I came on for a little bit for the draft. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to third, and Berger has it, gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and Sosa is out, and that's how the first out is recorded in the bottom of the second. And Whit Merrifield, it's now his turn to bat. 25 more subs till we get to 3150. Merrifield is batting now, and he takes it on the inside corner for a strike. Whit batting 195, that is, excuse me, with 3 homers and 9 runs knocked in. The pitch fouled away. I'm saving up for a down payment on an apartment. That's awesome. Larry said that my good news is that I got rehearsal tomorrow. That's really cool. Nice. The 0-2. High for ball one. Trevor Rogers on the bump for the Marlins. Rogers is 26 years old. He's from New Mexico. And the left-handed pitcher throws the next pitch, and it's inside and low. 6'5", 217. The 2-2 that misses downstairs again for ball three. His last game, he pitched against the Mariners. Ended up lasting 6 1/3. Just allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits. Had 1 walk surrendered and 5 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch inside for ball 4. And just like that, the Phillies are able to get another 1-out walk. And Christian Pache is coming up to bat now. It was a good at-bat, too, by Whit Merrifield. Realizes that Rogers is having a tough time with finding the strike zone. Even if he throws a pitch that's in there for a strike, just make him throw pitches. Gotcha, man. No problem. Christian Pache up to bat. And he takes that one. It was a sinker that misses low and inside. One ball, no strikes. I discovered a vacuum leak in my pickup truck. Well, that's not good news. The 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off. That sucks. Did you fix it? Pache hitting just a $195. He's looking for his first homer of the season. And his 8th RBI as well. 1-0 Philadelphia, bottom of the second. Rogers kicks, fires, and it's low. Phillies lead at 1-0. Bryce Harper had an RBI double in the bottom of the first. That's how the offense got started. Merrifield's over at first as we're in the bottom of the second. And the 2-1 to Pache. Line drive into left field for a base hit. And Merrifield's on the stop on over at second base. And Pache able to single and put 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the second. I want to see where this pitch was, but Christian did a good job at just drilling it in the 4-5 hole. Just got it right into the right spot. I was surprised that I think that the infield was playing him to pull or to go the opposite way. Shortstop, nonetheless, was nowhere near his actual position. Rafael Marchand, who takes a slider all the way for strike one. We got 234 people tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Marchand batting on the right side. He's a switch-hitting catcher for the Phils. The pitch on the way outside. Marchand was called up as soon as JT Realmuto went on the injured list. So then Garrett Stubbs, who was the backup catcher, became more so the he's been platooning now with Rafael Marchand. The 1-1 on the way, swung on, popped up, hit out over towards left center field. Chisholm is there to call off Sanchez in the alleyway, and he does make the catch. Or I should say Nick Gordon, that is. But Chisholm there to catch it for out number 2. And we head back to the top of the order. Here's Kyle Schwarber, looking for RBI number 50 on the season. And has a golden opportunity to give the Phillies at least a 2-0 lead. The pitch, and that's taken low for a ball. Merrifield was leading off the bag over at second and just jogged back over to first. Or towards the bag. My gosh. The 1-0 pitch. Bouncing ball. Hit over towards shortstop. And everybody's going to be safe. How about that by Kyle Schwarber? The shortstop was playing and shifted more towards the second base side. And Tim Anderson just had to eat that one up. He actually did try to throw it over to third, but there was no chance whatsoever that Witt was going to get out. And that's how you do it, Kyle. He's been doing that more and more often now, where he's been going the opposite way. And they say in baseball that good things happen when you put the ball in play. Good things can happen. That's bases loaded now for Turner with 2 outs. And the pitch, and that's a slider that's taken at the knees for strike 1. Merrifield's over at third. You got Pache over at second and Schwarber at first. The pitch. High for a ball. Phillies have something cooking here. Let's see if they can get some more runners home. The pitch to Turner. Swing and a miss. Boy, did he get fooled on that changeup. Rogers did a good job of throwing that. Turner behind in the count. 5 career grand slams. He's 1 for 6 this season with the bases loaded. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first by Anderson is in time. Phillies leave the bases loaded, and Turner grounds out over towards Tim Anderson, and the inning is over. Head to the top of the third. Phillies still have a 1-0 lead. Jesus Sanchez will lead things off for the Fish when the Phillies return to action. Got 271 people tuning in. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate it very, very much. Don't be afraid to hide people on this channel, mods. Like, if they keep doing stuff, you know, if you put them in a timeout once, just don't be afraid to hide them, you know? Seven runners left on base. I'll take a 1-0 lead, though. You don't like TikTokers? Well, guess what? I'm on TikTok, but does that make me a TikToker? I don't know. No clue. Somebody tell me positive news. Anything good happened to you guys today? Tell me one good thing that has happened to you guys today. I guess I'll start. I'm here. That's always good news, that I'm here and that I'm on with you guys and I get to talk to you all. So that is my good news. But other than that, I don't really have too much else to say. JJ, I'm out of focus. It might just be your reception, my guy. The Braves lost, that's good news, but what's something good that has happened to you? Top of the third, here's Zack Wheeler back on the bump and the pitch. It ends up hitting Jesus Sanchez. Or Ali Sanchez, that is. So Ali Sanchez gets hit by a pitch. Just him right into the stomach. I'm here just chilling on my off day. We are here, and I never take that for granted. The dude, I actually didn't know what you meant. I didn't know what you meant, but now, well, yes, I understand what you mean about TikToker. Yes, I thought that had to do with out of focus, and I didn't understand if that was a reference to something or whatever. Larry, keep it PG. Come on. First pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Keep it PG. 0-1, swing and a miss. That was funny, though. Phase 2 of All-Star voting ends July 3rd. It's cool. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way, and that is slapped over towards the left field side. On the run, though, is Schwarber over towards the line, and he's there to squeeze it for out number 1. So Jazz flies out to left, and De La Cruz is up to bat. I saved 3 turtles today. Nice. That's really cool. What did you, like, pull over, like, on the side of the road and just help the turtles up? It's really cool. Orlando, I'll get to your comment in just a couple seconds. The pitch by Wheeler, and that's taken outside for a ball. Just want to welcome on in our listeners really quickly and just let you all know that we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We have 225 people that are tuning in. It would really mean a lot to me if you hit the thumbs up button. Mod Squad, if you could give me a like count, I would really appreciate that. And the 1-0 pitch is taken all the way for ball 2. Orlando says, my daughter is on her way here to celebrate my wife's birthday with us. That's cool. Wow. Where's your daughter from, if you don't mind me asking? 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The count is now 2-1. De La Cruz up to bat for the Marlins. Marlins ended up losing their last game to the Royals by a score of 5-1. And the pitch is fouled off. They actually had a 1-0 lead, and then there was a 5-run rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Royals ended up winning. The 2-2. There's a breaking ball. It's taken down low for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. Oh, Larry. And the payoff pitch, that misses wide for ball 4. And there's a walk allowed by Zack Wheeler, and that's going to put runners over at first and second. Josh Bell is going to come on up to the plate. The out of focus is something about your camera. For some reason, you're blurred. Does anybody else think I'm blurry? Last start against the Marlins, we were actually allowed 6 earned runs on 6 hits. That was in 4 innings. Here's Bell batting on the left side, and he takes it inside and high. 73 likes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy birthday to your wife, Orlando. That's awesome. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runners on. And the pitch by Wheeler, and he can't find the strike zone as it misses again inside for ball 2. I'd like to see a bounce-back performance by Zack Wheeler. As we mentioned, his last time against the Marlins, he allowed 6 runs in 4 innings. 2-0 pitch, and that swung on and missed. How about the cutter thrown there? It was way inside, but Bell certainly got fooled. Not blurry here. Good. Good stuff. 2-1. Bouncing ball. Foul. Blurry on my TV, but clear on my phone. Huh. Usually the scoreboard on top is usually blurry, but not today. That's really weird. Everything comes in clear over here. 2-2 pitch, and that's taken low for ball 3. It could honestly just be your Wi-Fi, but sometimes, like, when I watch a video, it's a little bit blurry at first, and then it sort of adjusts, or you have to, like, refresh the page. But it looks like we're coming in clear. 3-2 pitch, and that's a bouncing ball that's foul. It's wild. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. Just hit that super chat button. Payoff pitch coming up to Josh Bell, and he slices that one foul. Did you guys get the notification bell icon when I was going live for the NBA draft today? Did you guys get that or no? He says, I think it's my Wi-Fi. 3-2 pitch, swung on and golfed out towards right field. It is a foul ball, though. Check your video setting. Is he's blurry? If he's blurry. Mine was set at 360 pixels, but now it's clear at 1080. That's true. Payoff pitch on the way, and that just is on the inside corner for a called strike 3. It looked a little bit inside, but Wheeler actually got the call there, and Josh Bell is not happy about that. So that's how Zack Wheeler gets the second out of the inning, and Bell, not a happy customer, has to go back to the fish dugout. The dude says, I never get notifications from you. Your bell's on? Jesus says, I did. Serena says that she did. Larry did. Did anybody not get the notification? I'm just curious. 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Josh Bell is going to go back out towards the tunnel. He's getting checked out now. That's not good. 0-1 is the count to Jesus Sanchez. Ali Sanchez leads off over at second. And the pitch is in the dirt. The dude says, of course. I thought you were being serious for a second. I did. 51 pitches by Wheeler. And the next pitch, check swing. Did Sanchez go? And the third base umpire says no. Adam says, I don't remember. Well, if you click your bell icon at the top on your YouTube homepage, you should see if you got notified. You don't have to check it now, but I just want to know. 2-1 pitch. It's popped up. It's a little flare out over towards the second baseman, Whit Merrifield, and he does make the easy catch, and the inning is over. So, no runs, 2 men left, and we head to the bottom of the third. I'll be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, all right? I will be back in literally 1 minute. Back in the flash. Be right back. Back in action. All right, as we head to the bottom of the third. 5 hits combined between the Phillies and the Marlins. Phillies have 3 hits and have scored 1 run. Here's Bryce Harper, who leads the NL in Phase 1 of the All-Star voting with 3,450,000 277,920 votes. Rogers does get set at the belt. 1-0 Phils. And the pitch to Harper, and he shoots that one foul towards the left field side. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. I really do. Thank you so much, man. The 0-1 to Harper. There's a pop-up, hit over towards left field and foul ground, and it goes into the seats, and the count is 0-2. Yeah, man, we had a lot of fun last night. That's for sure. Was going to go on today for round 2, but I wasn't able to stay on for as long as I wanted to. But I appreciate you for coming on, man. I really do. I love collabing with RB and Miles as well. The pitch on the way downstairs and low for a ball. We do Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles content. We go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles play-by-plays. That's what I want to go into. Rogers kicks, delivers, and another breaking ball that misses for ball 2. The grind don't stop, baby. Don't stop. And then after this game, we'll go on and we'll react to the Sixers draft. So we'll have a post-draft show. 2-2 to Harper. And there's a bouncing ball that's foul towards the first base side once again. Phillies are in their powder blue uniforms. Harper wearing a powder blue sleeve. Looks really awesome. 2-2 pitch, and that misses away again for ball 3. It's going to make the count full. Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Harper got fooled and went fishing. After a breaking ball, and Rogers gets his first strikeout of the evening. After getting an RBI double to put the Phillies up 1-0 in the bottom of the first, Harper does strike out. And there's Bohm up to bat, who grounded out to short his last time up. The pitch, and that's taken way outside for a ball. I mean, I'd be too, man. I wouldn't feel good. I remember there were a couple of times like where I was trying to test out score bugs on here, and it was not fun. The 1-0 pitch popped up, hit out over towards shallow right field, and there's De La Cruz, who battles the son, or Sanchez, that is, and he does make the catch. He sort of got on one knee, and with the sun shining now in shallow right center field, that was not easy. Good job by Sanchez to just battle the sun and find it and make a nice catch there. Well, Wheeler looked pretty good in the first 2 innings. The pitch, that's taken for a ball, and then just in the third, it got a little bit dicey. One ball, no strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the pitch on the way is swung on and fouled. What's up, Noah? How you doing, man? How long is this match going to take? It's baseball. 9 innings. We're in the bottom of the third. Next pitch is taken for a strike 2. You got the tops and the bottoms of the innings. One-two pitch, and good take by Castellanos, who laid off that slider. Mentioned that the Marlins lost to the Royals by a score of 5-1. Ended up losing 2 of 3 in their last series against Kansas City out of Kaufman. Next pitch, and that's way inside for ball 3. Two outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Phils. And the payoff pitch, and that is a foul ball by Casty. It was just announced that Nate McKinnon just won the Ted Lindsay Award. So congratulations to him. That's given to the player voted to be the most outstanding during the regular season. 3-2 on the way, and that's down low for ball 4. And Casty gets on with a 2-out walk. So the Phillies have provided a walk in each inning so far against Rogers. Turner walked in the first, Merrifield walked in the second, and now Casty walks here in the third. So that means next inning somebody has to walk in order to keep up with the same pattern. The pitch on the way, and that's taken low for a ball. Mundo Sosa steps into the box, batting on the right side. 2 outs. He's 0 for 1 tonight so far. And the pitch, that is swung on and missed. That fastball was right down Broad Street. That's a 1-1 count. Orioles lead at 3-0 as they head to the top of the third against the defending champions. That's the Texas Rangers. Twins outscored the Diamondbacks earlier today by a score of 13-6. The 1-1 just popped up over towards shallow right field. Under it, though, is the second baseman, and he's there to make the catch. That's Otto Lopez. And Rogers just allows one base runner and gets out of the third. The fourth frame coming up. Phillies lead at 1-0. $246 people tuning in. Wow. Good stuff. It's wild. Who else do we got? Baseball games can be really short or really long. Or it can be in the middle. I mean, what do you think is a long game? 4 hours? What's a short game? 2 hours? 2 hours 15, and then a regular game is what, 3 hours? I don't know. See, that's the thing, because the pitch clock, I think, now changes how we think about how long a baseball game is. So I think that the norm now is really 2.5 hours. And a long game is probably 3 hours or more. We're so used to watching 3.5, 4-hour games, but the pitch clock really has sped a lot of things up, and I think we have to kind of put that into perspective. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. But I think it raises an interesting conversation. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that a 3-hour game now is long in baseball? I think it's subjective. So what does a long game mean to you if you were to put a time on it? Top of the fourth, Jake Berger will lead things off for the Fish, and he takes it way inside for ball 1. Hit that thumbs up button for me and hit that subscribe button as well. We go live for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. That's what we do on the air. 1 ball, no strikes. And Berger's going to foul that one off of his big toe. And the count is even at 1 apiece. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 just misses away for ball 2. So Zack Wheeler, who's on the mound now for the Phils, is 34 years old. Just a one-time All-Star back in 2021. 96 career wins, 67 career losses, and a 3.4 ERA. the next pitch, and that's fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jake Berger at the dish, heading on the right side. Marlins at the plate. Phillies lead at 1-0. They're the home team. And the 2-2, and that's going to be sliced out over towards left field. Sosa tries the dive. He can't make the catch. And it just goes into left field. Good job by Schwarber just to hustle on over there. Sosa did everything he possibly could. He had to turn over his shoulder and just was not able to track it down. Maybe if the sun wasn't over there, maybe he would have caught it, but it was not an easy play. I don't know. I think he actually just fell. Sort of lost his footing, maybe. So that's a bloop single by Berger. And Nick Gordon comes up and is late on a heater at 96. Wheeler was raised in Dallas, Georgia. His father played amateur baseball for about 15 years. So the 0-1 is taken for strike 2. His mother actually was playing competitive softball. And she even did it after she had Zack Wheeler and the rest of his siblings. Zack has 2 older brothers. He's the youngest. And the 0-2 pitch, and that's swung on and missed. And Zack Wheeler gets his 5th punch out of the game and gets the first out recorded in the top of the 4th. Wheeler spent time with the Mets from 2013 to 2019. One out, top of the 4th. And up to bat is Tim Anderson. Takes the ball inside. The Giants selected Wheeler in the first round of the 2009 MLB draft, and he was the 6th overall pick. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop. This could be 2 to throw over the second. There's 1 in the throw back to first, and that's a double play. And Tim Anderson has grounded into many of those this season. We head to the bottom of the 4th. First double play ground ball today, thrown by Zack Wheeler. Merrifield, Pache, and Marchand are due up to bat for the Phils. Wheeler's not letting anyone hit. Wow. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Did have a little bit of a shaky third, but he's been pretty good. If you guys remember the 2009 draft, Steven Strasburg was the first overall pick. Then it was Dustin Ackley by the Seattle Mariners. Of course, Strasburg was taken by the Washington Nationals. Yeah, Donovan Tate is the 3rd pick by the Padres. And then the Pirates got Tony Sanchez. Matt Hobogood was selected by the Orioles. He was a right-handed pitcher. Then it was Zack Wheeler. And then Mike Minor was selected by the Atlanta Braves. And then Mike Leake was selected by the Reds. Jacob Turner was selected by the Detroit Tigers. And then Drew Storen was selected by the Nationals. Trying to think of Trout was the 25th pick that year. That's it was an interesting draft for sure. Bottom of the 4th inning. So it'll be Merrifield, Pache, and Marchand due up for the Phils. Witt did walk his last time up. We're in the white batting gloves. And the pitch. And there's a line drive knocked down by a Berger. It's back up, throws it over to first. And Merrifield is out. Now it's Christian Pache's turn. He'll come on up to bat. He singled his last time up. And the pitch is net misses inside for a ball. Trevor Rogers ended up making his professional debut with the Greensboro Grasshoppers at a 2-7 record. That was back in 2018. That was, of course, a part of the Marlins organization. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pache. And the pitch popped up, hit out over towards right field and foul ground, and Sanchez runs out of room, and it goes into the seats. He was a junior at Carlsbad High School in New Mexico. And during his junior year, he had a 9-2 record, a .7 ERA, 122 strikeouts. And he honestly was able to be one of the leaders for his team to the 6A state championship game. 1-1, and that's fouled away. Marlins would then select him in the 2017 draft. He originally was committed to go into Texas Tech. And the 1-2 by Rogers, and that's on the inside corner at the knees for a called third strike. And Pache goes down looking, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. What a pitch that was. Just decided to go with a fastball there. And it just locked Pache right at the knees. 2 outs. And here's Rafael Marchand. The pitch swung on, lifted out to deep left field, and the Phillies take a 2-0 lead. Rafael Marchand batting on the right side, able to hit a solo homer, his 2nd of the season, and the Phillies lead it 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. And the fans stand up. That's how you do it. So now Kyle Schwarber's coming up to bat. Rafael Marchand was able to turn on a pitch, and he knew as soon as he drilled it, it was gone. Pitch number 1 to Schwarber. He takes it all the way for a strike. The 0-1 to Kyle, and he lays off. It was a slider that misses low. One ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Trevor Rogers, well, he just allowed what was his, was another home run on the season. 1-2 pitch, and that is missed in the dirt. So that was his 9th total homer, or his 10th, I should say, that he had allowed. 2-2 on the way. And that is taken all the way for strike 3. And Schwarber strikes out. But the Phillies do get an extra run, though, on a solo homer by Rafael Marchand, who shows off the pop in the bat. And the Phillies lead it 2-0. Head to the 5th. $267 people tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, baby. How many likes do we have in the chat, mods? I need a count. Bless you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, the dude. I appreciate that, too. Hi, JJ. This is why Rafael Marchand needs to be the backup catcher when JT comes back and not DJ Stubbs. Why do you call him DJ Stubbs? It's Garrett Stubbs. Garrett Stubbs, honestly, I don't really think it's much of a problem. I like them both. They both do some really good things. So, Marchand might be the better offensive player, but Garrett Stubbs has a really good relationship with the pitchers. Not saying that Raphael doesn't, but yeah. 92 likes. All right, let's get to 100. We're almost there. Almost to get to 200. Almost to get to 200. Blue Jays lead at 5-0 against the Yankees. They're just 5 batters in, and they take a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Off of Carlos Rodon. Man. He's had a shaky season. He did not pitch well against the Braves. Didn't pitch well against the Red Sox. He allowed 12 earned runs in his last 8 2/3 coming into today, Carlos Rodon. Of course, he's on the Yankees now. Otto Lopez comes up in the first pitch. Line drive cut over at second by Whit Merrifield, and there's one out in the top of the fifth. Lopez hit it pretty sharply, and Ali Sanchez is up to bat. I'm getting tongue-tied today. Just one of those days, I guess. We were on the bump. Pitches, and it's inside and low. Ali Sanchez up to bat. He's the backup catcher for the Marlins, and he takes the 1-0 all the way for strike one. Wheeler kicks, fires. That's a sweeper again. It's outside for ball 2. Time called very quickly by Ali. He was granted it at the last second by Emil Jimenez. Ali is Venezuelan. Made his debut back on August 10th of 2020. Played with the Mets, then was signed by the Cardinals in 2021. Then the Marlins were able to select him, and he's been with the Marlins this year. The pitch on the way. Line drive just over the head of Merrifield out into center field for a base hit. And there's a 1-out single by Ali Sanchez. It's the second time that he's gotten on base today. Now we head back to the top of the order, and here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, swing and a miss. He's gotten a lot of swing and misses, Zack Wheeler, on that four-seamer. It's been coming in at 95 to 97 on the gun. Yo, 1, and that misses inside and low. Phillies Nation just tweeted out that Bryce Harper, quote, will start at first base in the All-Star game after getting the most votes in the National League. Congratulations to Bryce Harper. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next one is outside for ball 2. Sarah Langs just followed up on that and said that Bryce Harper has started 5 All-Star games in the outfield. And this will be his first All-Star game that he starts at first. 2-1 pitch. That is fouled off. I mean, he's just such an incredible competitor. You talk about the career that he's had. Guy that wins the Golden Spikes Award, the guy that had, the Chosen One tattooed on his back as well. He's lived up to the hype. He really has lived up to the hype. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 5th. And the 2-2, there's a bouncing ball that's foul. once again. He originally came into the league, Bryce Harper, as a catcher. And everybody seems to forget about that. 2-2 on the way. And that's a foul ball as well. That's now his 8th All-Star appearance. And remember, when he won the MVP back in 2021, he didn't make the All-Star team. 6 pitches in this at-bat, thrown by Wheeler. The pitch. That's way outside for ball 3. I don't remember this, but Harper ended up winning the NL Rookie of the Year in 2012. Of course, I remember that, but he tied for the NL lead in home runs in 2015. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Sosa's just going to take it over to the bag himself for 1, and the throw over to first. And that's a double play to end the inning. The second double play ground ball thrown by Zack Wheeler. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies lead it 2-0 against the Fish. Six-3 double play. He was the youngest MVP too at the age of 22. It's crazy. Bohm didn't make it to the All-Star. Bohm is probably going to make it. He should make it. He was one of the top leaders. Why was the runner flat on the ground? What do you mean the runner flat on the ground? I don't know what you mean. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well and turn on the notification bell icons. And that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. Harper was also ESPN MLB Person of the Year back in 2015. I didn't know that either. I didn't even know that they had an award like that. Of course, I knew the Golden Spikes Award. Trying to think of like who the last winner of that was. The first winner of the Golden Spikes Award was Bob Horner. Definitely was off. You rewound it. Definitely was off his feet. When do the pitchers get chosen? I don't know. I really don't know. Time to go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies lead it 2-0. And the pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. One-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It's going, and it hits off the top of the wall. So Trey Turner able to go over to second base with a stand-up double the opposite way. And that's how we lead off the bottom of the 5th. No spoilers in the chat. I saw that right before Turner got his double. It's all good. Just a reminder of no spoilers in the chat. Just hit off the top of the fence. That's how we start off the 5th. Here's Bryce Harper, who's up to bat. Turner leads off over at second, and Harper able to lay off the first pitch. Harper had an RBI double back in the first to give the Phillies at the time a 1-0 lead. Phillies would then get an extra run on a solo homer by Rafael Marchand, and the 1-0 is fouled away. Harper leads the majors with a 1.44 OPS with runners in scoring position. It's pretty good. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Harper. Again, it misses in the dirt. Rogers still on the bump for the Marlins. Looks back at second. And now back to the plate. 2-1 pitch. And that is popped up over towards foul ground. And it, thank goodness, ends up going foul just behind the tarp. Nobody can get to it. Jake Berger, and looked like it was Berger. And then you had the left fielder. That was Nick Gordon trying to communicate there. But nobody got to it, and Harper stays alive. Price wearing his white batting gloves. The Phillies again are in their powder blues today. Marlins are in their black tops, gray bottoms. 2-2 pitch to Harper, and he pops that one up, and it's going to go into the seats well beyond the third base side. Into the first row. Popped that one up a mile high. Harper has 20 doubles and 20 homers. The 2-2 that misses again for ball 3. It was low and away. Now Bohm is up next. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Harper. And a foul ball. What an at-bat here by Bryce. When you're locked in and you're just fighting off pitches and you're making Rogers work, that's what you call a good at-bat. Looks absolutely focused. Turner at second, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th, the payoff pitch to Harper again. A ground ball hit over towards the right side, and it's gobbled up, and the throw over to first is in time. Turner does head on over to third base, though, so it's somewhat of a productive out. But Otto Lopez able to just play the ball perfectly, and he was in the right spot at the right time. Here we go, bottom of the 5th. A runner over at third, and here's Alec Bohm, who's 0 for 2. 1 out. The pitch to Bohm, way inside at 93. What's going on, MC Philly? How you doing, man? I'll get to your comment in just a little bit. Infield playing in. Phillies up to bat. They lead it 2-0 in the 1-0 pitch. That misses inside again. MC says, what's up, man? I just subbed a little bit ago today. Saw you on RB stream last night and Mitch today, so figured you make good content. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball. Hit over towards second base, and the second baseman checks the runner over at third and looks over to first, or throws it over to first, I should say, and Bohm is out. Smart by Turner to obviously hold up over at third there, and Bohm not so happy with that result. Yes, sir. We do Phillies play-by-plays. We do Sixers play-by-plays as well. And Eagles play-by-plays too, but we also do pods for all 3. So, if you guys love the Phillies as much as I do, if you love baseball, if you love basketball or football as much as I do, then what are y'all doing? You got to hit the thumbs up button. What's up, Steve? What's going on, Steve? How you doing, man? 283 people tuning in. In case you are just tuning in, the Phillies have a 2-0 lead. Zack Wheeler's been pitching for the Phils. They're taking on the Marlins in the first game of a 4-game set. We have a runner over at third. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Castellanos at the plate. And the first pitch is taken inside for ball 1. Phillies got both of their runs. One of them was in the bottom of the 1st on an RBI double by Bryce Harper. The other one was on a solo homer hit by Rafael Marchand in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 fouled away. Trevor Rogers, the left-handed pitcher for the Marlins from Carlsbad, New Mexico, is on the mound. Has a 1-8 record, a 4.9 ERA coming into today. The Phillies looking to get another run here. The 1-1 to Castellanos, swung on and missed. And that's going to make the count now 1-2. That was a fastball right down the middle. And boy, was Castellanos late. You know, when I saw Ryan Howard the other day, he said that the hardest pitch to hit is the one that's right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Casti. And he fouls that one off and fights it off. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. 18 more subs so we get to 3150. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. Turner at third. 2 outs. The 1-2 to Casti. And he takes it inside. Braves got shut out today by the White Sox 1-0. Can you believe it? Next pitch. And another good take by Castellanos. And the count is now full. Sosa in the on-deck circle. Hitless in 2 at-bats today. First, we got to worry about Castellanos here. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. A runner at third. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Fouled away again. Rogers now with 88 pitches. Another payoff pitch, and that misses down low for ball 4. The second walk in a row by Nick Castellanos. And that's going to put runners at the corners. With 2 outs, and the Phillies have something sparking here for Edmundo Sosa. Time called by Ali Sanchez, the catcher. Charge! Let's see Chargers in the chat, baby. Come on, let's wake up. We got 319 people tuning in. Hey, JJ, you're doing a great job. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it, man. We try. Infielders going out there for the conference to gather around Rogers and Sanchez and, of course, Stottlemyre, who is the pitching coach. And I think that Emil Jimenez is going to break up the conversation here. Interesting spot for Christian Pache, for sure. Noah Levitt just tweeted out that the Sixers have agreed to a 2-way deal with David Jones. Jones is a 22-year-old lefty wing who averaged about 21.8 points per game and 7.6 rebounds per game last season at Memphis. Back to the game, though. Edmundo Sosa, is up at the plate. Not Pache. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. I know, it's really, really wild, man. We have fun, you know? That's how we do it. The ball's one strike. Runners at the corners in the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. So that means Turner's going to score, and the Phillies take a 3-0 lead on an RBI single by Edmundo Sosa. And the fireworks continue to go off at the bank. How about that hit? That's how you do it. That's the ticket. Sosa got it right through the 5-6 hole, and there was no chance Anderson was going to be able to get to it, even if he tried to dive. And now Merrifield's coming up to bat. That puts runners over at first and second. First pitch, ball one. Merrifield walked and grounded out to third. 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 swing and a miss. That changeup was absolutely filthy. And now Declan Cronin is getting loosened up in the Marlins bullpen. He's ready to come in at any time. Next pitch, upstairs. Trying to think, it's been a while since Edmundo Sosa had an RBI for the Phils. It's definitely been a little bit of time for him. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Anderson. And the throw over to second to get Sosa is in time. It's a fielder's choice ground out to end the inning. Edmundo, though, does come through and extends the Phillies' lead 3-0. And we head to the 6th. 3-0 Phils. So let's see. That was his first RBI since June 15th. So it's been 12 days since he knocked in a run. He knocked in 13 runs in the month of May. And just so far in the month of June has only knocked in 4. Nice. More small ball play by the Phillies, for sure. Wanted to go back to 5th inning charge chance. New thing to keep us all alive, says James. Yeah, look alive out there, man. Look alive. Oh, cool, man. This is great. Glad I found a channel, and good job. There aren't really much Phillies play-by-play creators. Yeah, the thing is, and again, it feels like weird for me to saying this because I really don't like to talk about myself a lot. I really don't. I mean, I do sometimes, but I do like making this more about you. But there's not a lot of people that do play-by-play on here, period, because it's not common. And we're trying to start something really, really cool. Traditional play-by-play, but also be able to interact with the community as we do the traditional play-by-play call. And it's a radio style. So even when RB allows me to come onto his Sixers games, I try to do it radio play-by-play style. And everybody on there seems to have a lot of fun for the most part. So it's cool. It's different. It's unique. It's fun. And it's wild, That's what I want to do. I like doing play-by-play, but I like doing it on here because I love having an audience and I love being able to see what you guys talk about. And it's just relaxing, It's background noise, if anything. It's great. All right, first pitch by Wheeler, and it's fouled off by Brian De La Cruz, who's the DH today for the Fish. Batting in the 2 spot, 2, 3, and 4 due up to bat for Miami. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1, and that misses outside for a ball. Don't be fooled, MC. JJ will sass you if it is called for. I am a little bit sarcastic. But in a good way. I'm not like salty or anything. Next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. MC said, I read your bio. Cool that you went to Rowan. That's where my dad went when it was Glassboro State College. 2-1. Popped up and foul towards the first base side. That's cool. That's also where Dan Baker, who is, of course, the PA announcer for the Phillies, that's where he graduated from, too. He came in to speak to the students and the alum about a couple months ago, right before the season started. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, and it goes under the glove of Edmundo Sosa out to center field for a hit. So Sosa could not make the play. He tried to slide, and it just got underneath his glove. And the leadoff single to start off the 6th by Brian De La Cruz. And Josh Bell is coming up to bat. I didn't really like the pitch thrown by Wheeler there. Thought that maybe he was going to go with something a little bit more off-speed, but just left it out over the middle of the plate. And De La Cruz, when he's able to put the ball in play, he can be really dangerous. Bell, the switch hitter, batting on the left side, will face Wheeler here. He's had a lot of success against him, but before that, there's a toss back over to first. And the throw is not in time. Runner on over at first. 81 total pitches by Zack Wheeler. Bell's 0 for 2. The pitch just on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Bell did strike out looking in his second at bat. That was a controversial call because that was could have been a bases loaded situation. It was a 3-2 pitch. The 0-1 in this at-bat, and that's fouled away. Phillies have had 2 double plays today, defensively speaking. Looking for another one here, the 0-2. And that breaking ball is in the dirt, and Marchantra over the second base is in time to get De La Cruz. How about that? Not a good heads-up play by Brian De La Cruz. He got a very late jump. He thought that maybe he had an advantage there, and Rafael Marchand said, not in my house. Just was able to block it right in front of him. He got his chest pad right on top of it, and it bounced literally in between Josh Bell's feet. And Marchand got up on both feet, barehanded it, and threw a strike over to second. 1-2 on the way. The Bell swung on, hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Sosa. The throw across the diamond just in time to get out number 2. How about that play, man? That was not easy either. Sort of a half swing there by Josh Bell, and the throw almost caught Bryce Harper off guard. Sosa had to throw it on the run, and Harper still was able to keep his tippy toe on the bag. That's not easy either. The extension on that play by Harper was magnificent. 2 outs, nobody on, and Jesus Sanchez will rip that one foul. Sanchez hitting .236. He's 1 for 2 today. The next pitch upstairs for a ball. Robert says, I was a maintenance manager at an apartment community in Glassboro. All Rowan students. That was a long 10 years. Wow. I didn't know that. I had no clue. That's wild. Next pitch fouled away. They still go back. How many likes do we have, mods? Did we get to 150? 1-2 pitch on the way, and that misses inside for ball 2. .89 pitches for Wheeler. This will probably be his last inning, I assume, because the pitch count is getting pretty high. The 2-2 pitch misses inside and low. Jake Berger up next. The payoff pitch. Here it is. Fouled away. That's how we try to do it, my guy. That's exactly how we try to do it. 6 pitches in this at-bat. 3 of them have been fouled off. The 3-2 pitch on the way. And that just misses inside. Boy, oh boy, did Marchand want that call. He tried to frame it perfectly. And unfortunately, Wheeler did not get the call there. And that was the right decision made by Emil Jimenez to outwalk to Jesus Sanchez, and that's as good of an eye as it gets. Not easy. 96 miles per hour, too, and even Wheeler was trying to walk back over towards the dugout. Wasn't able to do so, though. Berger up to bat, and he fights that one off and fouls it behind home plate. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, downstairs and wide. You wonder if this is going to be his last batter. If Berger gets on, then the tying run is up. 3-0 Phils, top of the 6th. Marlins up to bat. A runner over at first, 2 outs. The pitch. Line drive. Hit out over to left field. Schwarber on the run towards his left side. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. Berger hit it pretty sharply, just right at Kyle Schwarber, who tracked it down with ease. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs. 1 man left. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies up 3-0 against the Marlins. Just your play-by-play is pretty good too, man. Thank you. I'm always looking for ways to get better. We've been on here since December of 2022. 18 months. And again, like, we've been really fortunate. We've collabed with Philly Take with RB. I've been on his stream. I've done a couple of games for him. We've had a fun time, engaging with the audience. But we like to do it our own way, We have our own, we do a classic radio play-by-play style on here. But again, we allow you guys to interact. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. We do the Eagles, the Sixers, and the Phillies. And we are also going to do USA basketball. We're going to do men's. And then we're going to try some new things because, again, I want to go into play-by-play, and so I think it's really important that we try some new Olympic sports as well. I really want to try to do volleyball. I really want to try to do tennis. And the other sport that I really want to do is archery as well. Okay, yeah, look forward to it. Basketball season, I usually watch RB, but I'll have to check it out. I'll literally drop you a link right now. And you can listen to some of our highlight calls. I'll literally do that. You don't have to do it now, but I'm telling you, go check out some of these highlight calls. I think that you'll be pretty thrilled. No hockey? No. Because hockey play-by-play, everybody asks me all the time, why don't you do hockey? First of all, when you're doing basketball, baseball, I'm lucky, right? Because I don't have to really project the vocal cords that much. But when I'm doing basketball and hockey, I'm screaming. Do you think that that's good for my voice if I do that almost every single day? That's not. It takes a lot out of the vocal cords. Plus, you got to study 2 different teams. And then the hockey call itself, you can't see what's going on. It's like basketball times 5 with how fast it is. There's a lot of line changes that go on off the screen, and I'm limited to obviously calling it off of a monitor, so I can't see the whole entire rink, and that sucks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here we are, bottom of the 6th. Christian Pache up to bat. And the pitch by Rogers is low and away for ball 2. It's hard. Just doing this every day is a lot, but it's fun, we have fun. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to Pache, and that's on the inside corner for a called strike 3. Rogers able to rack up a strikeout there. And that one is pitch number 100. There's Rafael Marchand, who homered his last time up. And he grounds this one over to third base. It's cut off by Berger. And the throw over to first is just in time to get Rafael Marchand for out number 2. Just going to mention that Marchand is a switch-hitting catcher for the Phils. Was called up when JT went down. He's 25 years old. He's from Venezuela. And was part of the Phillies organization since 2015. He was 16 years old then. And was actually originally an infielder, which people don't really know a lot about, and then was converted to a catcher. So here's Kyle. He's up to bat now. There you go, Jennifer. Schwarber's up to bat. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. And the pitch to Schwarber, line drive. Played on a bounce by the second baseman, sliding stop, and the throw over to first is in time. They had Schwarber shifted over towards the right side of the infield. That was a pretty smooth play made by the second baseman, for the Miami Marlins. That was Otto Lopez. But the inning is over. No runs. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils, and we head to the top of the 7th inning. 3-0 Philadelphia. All right, let's drop that link. Let's drop that link for my guy. Do that right now. All right? We'll drop one of our links down below. Wrong. There we go. If you guys want to tune into some really cool basketball calls, I'll literally send you a reel right now. Go check it out whenever you have the chance. Our basketball play-by-plays are fire. They're a lot of fun. Where's the one that we had from? We'll do this one. Why am I in the studio? That's not what I want to be in. Sorry about that. Where is it? There we go. I got it now. I got it now. Read an article today that a women's Olympic team has lost $500 million in endorsements since they refused to bring Caitlin Clark on the team. That's interesting. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Here, we'll do these highlights here. Okay. Here you go. Go watch these. These were Game 5 highlights of Sixers-Knicks. Right there. Top of the 7th. Gordon up to bat. Wheeler still on the bump, and the pitch popped up. Hit out over towards straightaway center field. And there to make the grab to get the out is Christian Pache. That's how the first out is made. Now it's Tim Anderson. He never seems to find it. Well, I have a lot of stuff up. I do. And when I have to search for things, it's a lot. 1 out, top of the 7th. And the pitch is fouled away. I should honestly rely on my mods a little bit more for that type of stuff. I should. I should be like, yo, mods, can you, like, search up one of my videos and drop, like, a link to one of my Sixers play-by-play calls? You don't have to do it now, but I'm just saying that I should do that a little bit more. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tim Anderson. And the next pitch, bouncing ball, hit over to shortstop. Sosa fields it, throws it over towards first base, and there's 2 outs. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And hey, mods, how many likes do we have? How many likes do we have, mods? Need to have someone warmed up just in case. Need to have somebody warmed up, like, are you talking about a mod, like, just in case I need them? Or are you talking about, like, just a pitcher? The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. O.D. 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 You got me smiling there. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Sorry, your chats are going by quick, the dude. He never seems to find it. What am I not finding? JJ's looking for his book. Oh. Yeah, just tell the whole world. The 1-1, and that's taken for ball 2. So we're in the top of the 7th. There's nobody on. There's 2 outs. It's a 2-1 count. Wheeler comes set. And the pitch, and that's taken just on the outside edge for strike 2. And I think Lopez lost track of what the count was because he dropped his bat and thought he was going to go over to first base. It's like, that's ball 4, right? Nope, that's strike 2, and it's a 2-2 count. The pitch, and that's fouled away. We were with 104 pitches. And this, after he gets the last out here, that's probably going to be it for him. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Next pitch, and that is slapped out towards right center field, and it'll bloop in there for a base hit. Nato Lopez able to fight off a pitch that looked like it was outside, and Wheeler allows a 2-out single. You're good, you're good. And Ali Sanchez is going to come on up to the plate. Who do you trade for a starter? And you mean pitcher, correct? Yeah, a 5th starter. A 5th starter. So, yes, a 5th starter is a pitcher. Yes. There's 5 men in the rotation, so yes. 55% of you have said yes. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, and that's on the upper third of the zone for strike 2. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Sanchez up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. waits in the on-deck circle. The 108th pitch coming up. Here it is, and it's just dribbled foul. It was a weak ground ball. Zach, the most pitches that he's thrown this season was 114. That was back against the Brewers. Also had 107 pitches thrown against the St. Louis Cardinals. The 0-2 misses outside for a ball. He's at 109 pitches now. So 5 more to tie his season high. Time called by Sanchez really quickly, and he gets granted his wish. Two gone, top of the 7th. Phillies have a 3-0 lead thanks to an RBI double by Bryce Harper, a solo homer by Rafael Marchand, and also an RBI single by Edmundo Sosa. 1-2 pitch, and that misses low. Matt Strahm getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen. Zack Wheeler has won 8 of his last 12 games. He's only lost 1 of them, though. 2-2 pitch, another foul ball. He has a 3.91 ERA in the month of June, but that was before today's outing. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler gets set, kicks, fires, and another foul ball once again by Sanchez as he continues the battle. And he's not going to go down without a fight. It's a gorgeous night out at the ballpark. 7 pitches in this AB. The 2-2 pitch. A breaking ball that misses downstairs again. And outside for ball 3. Chisholm waits in the on-deck circle. If he comes up, he's going to be the tying run. Then this is it for Wheeler here. 3-2 pitch on the way. Another foul ball. And what I mean by that is that I think that this is going to be his last batter. So he just tied the most pitches that he's thrown this season at 114. So the season high is coming up right now. 73 strikes, 41 balls. The next pitch, here it is. Swung on, grounded back up the middle for a base hit. Pache gets to it, jogging on over to third is Otto Lopez, and the tying run is coming up to bat as Ali Sanchez works up a 10-pitch at-bat. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. is coming up, and Rob Thompson is going to pull the plug here. So the 2 runners on are still Wheeler's responsibility. That was just a nice heads-up at-bat delivered by Ali Sanchez, and Strom's going to come in and try to get the last out here, and it'll be a lefty on lefty. So we have a pitching change with 2 outs as Wheeler gets a standing ovation. He's gone 6 2/3 with allowing no runs so far. Remember, the runners at first and third are still his responsibility, so it would be inherited to him if Strom gives up those 2 runs. Pitching change coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Phillies baseball. We do live Phillies games. We do radio-style calls on here. We do Phillies baseball. We do Sixers basketball and Eagles football as well. If you do want to go check out some of my Sixers play-by-play calls, I actually have a highlight video. More than willing to drop that down below for y'all. There we go. It's right there. So that's we try to keep it professional, and we have a lot of fun. We really do. I broadcasted games for the Blue Coats and for the Blue Rocks while I was in school. I graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022. Ron, thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that very, very much. And yeah, man, I have a lot of fun. 337 people tuning in. Where are you all tuning in from? Comment down below. Nice, was a good play-by-play. Unfortunately, we still lost the series, but looking forward to NBA streams when season comes. Yeah. Hopefully that gets you hyped up, because it gets me fired up. It really does. We have fun, man. We have a really, really good time doing these things. And Spike asking, shout out to Spike, because he came to our school a couple of months ago. He said, you can do all the content in the world that you want, right? You say that you're a Sixers streamer or like you're a Flyer streamer. What makes you stand out? Okay, like you have to bring something different to the table. Not a lot of people do the play-by-plays like us. So I think that that's what makes us stand out. Here we go. Matt Strom pitching. Pitch number 1, strike 1 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Strom has a .86 ERA. The leg kick and the pitch, and that's going to hit Chisholm right square on the shoulder, and that's going to load the bases. Strom does not do that a whole lot, and that's not what he intended to do there. And Brian De La Cruz is coming up, so the tying run, that's going to put him over at first base. And the go-ahead run is coming up to bat. Boy, oh boy, the trainer is out there to check up on Jazz. He is walking. He's walking on over to first. And Schumacher, of course, the skipper, no pun intended, Skip Schumacher is there to just check up on them. And, oh man, did that hurt. Buffleton, Indiana. Laurel, Maryland. Tower City, Pennsylvania. Lewistown, Pennsylvania. Nice. Frederick, Maryland. My sofa. Seaford, Delaware. Huh. Tuning in from Seattle. I live in Maine as a Phillies sports fan. That's cool. Wow, we have people from all over the world tuning in. So Chisholm is going to stay in the game. There's bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And Brian De La Cruz is going to have a chance against Matt Strahm here. Tell your friends about this channel, man. Richfield, Pennsylvania. Cool. De La Cruz takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Brian De La Cruz with 2 career grand slams. He's 1 for 5 with the bases loaded this season. And this is a big situation here. Can Strahm get out of it? The 1-0 pitch, and that's fouled right off of Marchand. Got a little piece of him, and he has to take the mask off. I think it got him just over on the left side of the neck. And he has to adjust the helmet. Count is 1-1. Pretty good crowd here at the bank. Once again, another sellout crowd. 1 ball, 1 strike. De La Cruz, 27 years old, from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Bases juice, 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch swung on, hit out over towards left center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. 2 runs are easily going to score. Chisholm rounding third, and he will come on in to score 2, and it's a brand new ball game at the bank. A bases clearing double by Brian De La Cruz, and it's now 3-3 in the top of the 7th. So there goes the shutout, and there goes what potentially could have been another win by Zack Wheeler. So the 2 runs are inherited to Zack Wheeler, and De La Cruz able to tie up the game. So the go-ahead runs over at second. And Josh Bell, batting on the right side for the first time today, slices this one out to left field for a hit. It goes under the glove of Schwarber out towards the wall, and coming in to score is Brian De La Cruz. And now Matt Strahm's ERA is going to go up as Josh Bell gives the Marlins a 4-3 lead. Back-to-back doubles for the Fish. I mean, Schwarber should have just been able to feel that ground ball, and it just got under his glove, and it got by him. It probably would have just been an RBI single. Interested to see how they ruled this, but the Phillies had a 3-0 lead, and it just evaporated in this inning. And Jesus Sanchez will try to add on to the Marlins' lead here. Actually, it looks like that we're going to have a pinch hitter for Sanchez. And we will. It's going to be Myers. Dane Myers will be pinch hitting. He's 1 for 10 with 3 RBI and 7 strikeouts. First pitch, swing and a miss on a sinker at 94 miles per hour. All this, by the way, was with 2 outs and nobody on. The 0-1, high and away for a ball. The inning literally started off with a fly out to center by Nick Gordon, And Jay Berger also got out too. Or sorry, Anderson grounded out to short. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. And that's popped up and foul. Dane Myers, as a hitter this season for the Fish, hitting .218, 1 homer, 10 RBI as well. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Strom does get the strikeout there. But the Marlins, not only did they tie it on a bases clearing double by Brian De La Cruz, but they also take the lead on an RBI double by Josh Bell. It's 4-3 Miami and stretch time at the bank. Okay. Dane Myers. Good stuff. All right. Trivia time. Bottom of the 7th. 313 people tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? Comment a number down below. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it correct, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. How many playoff appearances have the Phillies had? How many times have the Philadelphia Phillies appeared in the playoffs? Anybody know the answer? Anybody want to take a wild guess? How many times have the Philadelphia Phillies appeared in the playoffs? Serious answer. I need the All-Star break and they need the All-Star break and regroup. No. Eight. 24. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. 32. 11. Larry says 14. That is correct. Good job, Larry. Good job. You got it. Larry got it. It was 14. The Phillies need the All-Star break. Yeah, this team is 26 games over 500, and yeah, they need an All-Star break. Yeah, they're not playing so well. They need an All-Star break. That makes a lot of sense. Here's Trey Turner, who's up to bat, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Good job by Larry. Good job by the dude as well. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Turner, and that's taken outside for ball 2. 282 people tuning in. Welcome aboard. Bender on the mound as he comes on in relief for Rogers. The 2-0 to Turner. Fly ball hit out to left center field. On the run is Chisholm. He can't make the catch, but stops it just from going towards the alleyway. Turner will jog on into second, though, and he gets into scoring position with ease. Back-to-back doubles by Trey Turner. And he's gotten on base 3 times today as he gets a leadoff double to start off the 7th. Got a leadoff double to start off the bottom of the 5th. Sarcasm JJ, yes sir. Yes sir. Yeah, the Phillies definitely need the All-Star break. They do. They're not playing so well. They've won 28 of their last 32 home games. I don't know about that. Bryce Harper comes up. First pitch, swung on, flied out to left field, and on the run to make the catch just at the track for out number 1 is going to be the left fielder, Nick Gordon. Turner tags up, though. He's going to go on over to third. The throw was off the line by Gordon, and it went all the way past the third baseman towards the visitor's dugout, and Turner was able to take that approach, and maybe that could help the Phillies here. But Harper got a pitch right down the middle. He tried to go the opposite way, and it just landed in front of the Sherwin-Williams sign, and it stayed in the yard. The throw was cut off, or supposed to be cut off by Anderson, and then it just got by him. So Turner able to go over to third, and here's Bohm, who comes on up, and the pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Can't believe that Tim Anderson didn't do such a good job of cutting that off. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Alec Bohm has been the RBI machine for the Phillies, has gotten a lot of opportunities today to produce with runners in scoring position, but has not come through. Can he do it, though, in the guts of the game? The 1-1 to Bohm, and he takes that on the inside corner. He tried to flinch out of the way, and Bohm not happy with Emil Jimenez. One ball, two strikes, and we got one out in the bottom of the seventh. Hoffman warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Tying run at third. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Bender kicks, delivers, and the pitch is slapped foul by Bohm. On the bump for the Marlins, by the way, forgot to make sure I mentioned this, but it is Anthony Bender, a 29-year-old who has a 4.85 ERA. He's 6'4", and has a weighs 205 pounds. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 to Bohm, and he bounces that one foul towards the third base side. Bohm is 0 for 3, but he's 2 for 5 lifetime against Anthony Bender. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Turner at third. The 1-2 pitch to Bohm. Swung on. Hit out over to right field. Backing up to make the catch is Myers. Turner's going to come on in to score. The throw to the plate. And Turner slides in there safely. A sac fly by Alec Bohm, and the Phillies tie it back 4-4 in the bottom of the seventh. That's how you do it. RBI number 65 by Alec Bohm. And now Castellanos comes up to bat. Punch, counter punch. Pitch to Casti, and he takes it just a little bit outside. Not by much, though. What a slide by Turner, and that was a pretty good throw, too, by Dane Myers. Turner just makes it look so easy. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Not exactly a hit with runners in scoring position, but it works. You got to come through somehow, some way. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch to Castellanos, and he pops this one up over towards shallow right center field, and there is Dane Myers to make the catch out in right center for out number 3. The Phillies tie it back, though, on an RBI sac fly by Alec Bohm. And we head to the 8th, all knotted up at 4 apiece. Okay. 342 people tuning in, baby. What's good? What's up, everybody? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We have 348 people. Man, that's awesome. All right, we're going to take a look at these out-of-town scores really quickly. The Orioles lead at 9-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees are down 8-2. Carlos Rodon pitched for the Yankees and did not have a good outing whatsoever. But regardless, it's 8-2. Toronto and the Reds have a 2-0 advantage out in St. Louis. And the Guardians and the Royals are scoreless in just the top of the 2nd inning. Twins did beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 13-6 earlier today, and the Cubs able to win a game in extra innings against the Giants 5-3. White Sox were also able to shut out the Braves 1-0. Later tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you got the Tigers out in Anaheim taking on the Angels. The Tigers are 37-43. Phillies just played them, and then, well, the Angels, they're 33-46. All right, so we're going to end this poll. So that means 230 of you have voted, and you guys think that the Phillies actually need a fifth starter. Okay. 58% of you. I think that they're fine. Oh, we want this to go to extras because we want more people to come on here. But I get it. As a fan, you don't want that. Top of the 8th. Marlins have 4 runs on 9 hits. The Phillies have 4 runs on 7 hits. Marlins were able to send 8 men up to the plate in their half of the 7th inning. Here's Jake Berger, who's going to lead off the inning. He was the only guy that did not hit. And the first pitch, and that is scorched out to left field. If it is fair, it's gone. It is gone. And the Phillies have lost the lead within the blink of an eye. That was Jeff Hoffman who allowed the home run on the first pitch, and Berger goes yard. Wow. Whew. That thing went out in a hurry. Phillies bullpen, I think it's safe to say that they're having one of their worst outings of the season, and we haven't really said it that much. Now it's Nick Gordon who's coming up to bat. Batting on the left side, then he takes the first pitch wide for a ball. Whew. We need pitching. Yeah, we have the best bullpen. We have the best starters. Yeah, we definitely need pitching. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and Castellanos can't make the catch. It goes over towards the wall. Gordon's going to slide on into second base. Actually, there is no slide. It was a stand-up double, but it was cut off by Merrifield. And back-to-back extra base hits allowed by Jeff Hoffman. (5-4) Marlins. And a leadoff runner over at second base. So Hoffman had a 1.08 ERA coming into today, and 33 1/3 of an inning. And the pitch, bouncing ball it over to third, retreating over to second base is Gordon, and the throw over to first by Bohm is in plenty of time, and finally the first out is made by Tim Anderson. A.J. Pook getting warmed up in the Marlins bullpen. The Phillies have had a lot of success against him. Phillies will have Sosa, Merrifield, and Pache due up. The pitch on the way, and that's a wild pitch. Just got under the glove, and heading on over to third is it's going to be Nick Gordon, and Gordon almost actually came home because it almost got by Marchand, and Marchand didn't do a good job at reading that one well. Let's see where this one was again. It's not really a good pitch thrown by Hoffman. It was a slider, and it just bounced off the heel of the glove of Marchand, and Marchand couldn't find it. And he sort of jogged on over towards where the baseball was when he did find it, and Gordon did the right thing by holding up there. The 1-0 pitch, and Hoffman can't find the strike zone. It's low and away for ball 2. Infield playing in. Marlins just took the lead once again. They're up 5-4. 2-0 pitch, and that's fouled back towards the net behind the plate. Oh, Chris. 2 balls, 1 strike. One out, top of the 8th. And the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and it goes under the glove of Edmundo Sosa. Gordon's going to come in to score. Sosa took his eyes off the baseball. The throw over to second is not in time, and this is getting ugly for the Phils. That was a routine ground ball hit over to shortstop. Sosa took his eyes off the ball, and this is not to make any sort of excuses, but this is what comes with not playing the position every day. And not a good play. Gordon was able to score, and Sosa just took his eyes off the baseball, and it went underneath his glove. So that should be recorded as an error, and it's now 6-4 Miami. Man, oh man. There's still one out in the top of the 8th. That's ruled as a base hit. I don't know, man. See that again. Did they come up with an official ruling? I don't see it. So we have time called on the mound. Lopez able to get on, though. I think that they're just going to rule it as an RBI ground out. That's what I would assume. He's in scoring position, though. Phillies had a 3-0 lead heading into the 7th with 2 outs and with nobody on. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. So it was ruled as a fielder's choice, and they did rule it as an error on Edmundo Sosa. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch, and that should have been called a strike, but it's not. It was on the lower third of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Still in the top of the 8th inning. We've reached the 2-hour mark, 2-hour 20-minute mark, I should say. 2-0 pitch, and that's taken all the way for a strike. It was a slider at 86 miles per hour. Hoffman is on the mound. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run. That was on the solo homer by Jake Berger. Otto Lopez got on with an E6, and a run came in to score that way. That run was not earned. The pitch, and it's a 2-2 count. Phillies play Game 2 of the series tomorrow night at 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Then they play on Saturday. That is June 29th. That game will begin at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday afternoon's game to wrap up the 4-game series will begin at 1:35. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, and that is fouled away towards the right side. The Debbie Downers in this chat make me laugh. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're funny. They are really funny. I agree. You learn to deal with it, though, as you go. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Sosa looks over at third and throws it over to first to get the easier out. Would have been tougher to get Lopez, and there's finally 2 away. They wanted to give Turner a day off in the field. That's all I know. So Ali Sanchez grounds out to short. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming up to bat in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Why didn't he throw it to third? Because it would have been really tough to get the out there. Any more questions for JJ? The ball is 1 strike. I meant that as a joke. I meant that as a joke. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Yeah, no problem. I got you. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 8th. It's 6-4 Marlins. 2 gone. Hoffman on the bump. And the 1-1 on the way, and that's fouled off. What a catch, too, by that fan wearing a Bryson Stott City Connect jersey. Wow, she is so happy that she caught that. That's cool. It's the best souvenir in sports. Come on, man. You should be happy about that. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Chisholm strikes out, and the inning is over. So Hoffman allows a leadoff solo homer by Jake Berger. And then he gives up another run. But it's 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Sosa, Merrifield, and Pache all coming up for the Phils when we return. All right. Bottom of the 8th. 321 people tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. And make sure you turn on the notification bell icons, and that way you know when we go live. My name is Jason Joseph, and we do Phillies play-by-plays, we do Sixers play-by-plays, and Eagles play-by-plays as well, and pods as well. So it's a lot of fun. What got you into Philly sports, for those of you that are new to the channel? How did you get into Philly sports? Keep it clean in the chat. Bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go. I love doing play-by-play broadcasting. That's why I started this channel. And I like how we have the best record in baseball, and we're still complaining. Alicia says, I got into sports because of sports betting. That's cool. What got you into sports betting? Andrew says, I was raised in Philly. I'm glad we are passionate, and I'm glad that we care. Says MC. Yep. That's how it is, man. You know? You're going to get all different types of people on here, but how do you deal with it? That's what I got to learn, you know? Jane was raised in Lancaster County. Michael says moved here from Detroit. But what got you into Philly sports? The dude says you. Thank you, man. Poker. You got into poker? Huh. That's cool. How long have you played poker? AJ Puk is going to pitch for the Marlins. He's 2-8 on the season with a 5.85 ERA. And again, we mentioned this before, but the Phillies have really had a lot of success against AJ Puk. And the pitch to Sosa is taken all the way for a strike. It was a high strike. Edmundo's 1 for 3. 0-1 pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit. And that's going to put the tying run up at the plate as Edmundo Sosa is able to slice it out to left field for a base hit. Charge! Let's do it, baby. And now it's Whit Merrifield's turn to come on up. You got Whit and then Pache in the on-deck circle. No, I know that you're being serious, and that really does mean a lot to me, man. It does. Here's Merrifield, and the first pitch swung on, lifted out to left field, but it is a foul ball. Hit it a long ways, but it was just barely foul. We have a lot of chatty people on here. I'm sure that not all of you chatty people have liked and subscribed to my channel, so that would mean a lot to me. 0-1 pitch, and that misses inside and low for a ball. Puk on the bump with just 4 pitches. Junior Marte, who just got activated and called back up to the Phillies, he's warming up in the pen along with Jose Alvarado. Be nice in the chat, come on. 1-1 pitch, line drive foul. Vamos. Let's just be nice to each other. There we go. Keep hitting that subscribe button, baby. 1-2 to Merrifield. There it is, and that's sliced foul towards the right field side. Tyler, thanks so much for following me on the socials, man. I appreciate that, dude. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run at the plate. Bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch, and that misses inside. So he's doing or having another battle here. It's never easy. 2-2 pitch to Merrifield. And he flies this one out to right field. It's going to stay in the yard, though. And Dane Myers there to make the grab, and there's one away. And now it's Christian Pache's turn to come on up. Big spot here for Pache. The 25-year-old shows bunt at the first pitch and knocks it down, but it's a foul ball. Christian played for the Braves from 2020 to 2021. Then he was on the Oakland Athletics and then was dropped by them. And the Phillies have had him since the 2023 season. He's 1 for 3 today. He did get a single back in the second inning. And he struck out looking twice. The 0-1 delivery. And that was sort of a half swing there by Pache. And he was guessing it was inside, and it's an 0-2 count. He didn't know what to do there. The ball's 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch misses badly inside again. Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco plays baseball now? I know you meant to say Pache. 1-2 pitch. And that misses again for ball 2. Just barely. That was missed by the length of a whisker. That was a good frame, too, by Ali Sanchez. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Christian Pache. And the next pitch is inside and low for ball 3. A slider thrown by Pook. Pache is 1 for 2 against Pook. Remember, he had that big 2-run home run to put the Phillies up in the 9th inning last year to continue what was one of their longest away road winning streaks. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Pache strikes out on a fastball right down the middle. The 3rd time in a row that he has struck out, and his timing has been off. Sorry, spell check, Pache. Yeah, I figured that, but I wanted to just say Pacheco. I thought that was funny. Isaiah Pacheco. It's Rafael Marchand, and he glances at a strike. It's a changeup at 90 miles per hour that lands up being at the knees. Did have a solo homer back in the 4th inning, his 2nd of the season. Tying run at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Grounder hit over to third base, and Berger charges over to second and will get Sosa out. And the inning is over. No runs. A leadoff single by Edmundo Sosa. And that's all she wrote for the Phillies as we head to the top of the 9th. 6-4 Miami. Of course he did. The good news is that the Phillies do have the top of the order in the 9th. 10 more subs till we get to 3150. If you guys enjoy my content, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button, and you're more than welcome to leave a super chat as well. Absolutely more than welcome to do it. our offense in the bottom of the order is absolutely putrid. Tonight it is. Absolutely. Who's Farrell? Will Farrell? Farrell on the bench. I'll have to look that up. Yes, sir. If you guys are new, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We come on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. Come on, man. Every single game. I got you. I got you, man. I'm your guy. I give you the play-by-plays. For those of you that are tuning in there that aren't even in the area, I'm your man. If you guys want somebody to talk to as you get to listen to the game, I'm your guy. Because I do that. I bring that to you guys. I do. And we have an awesome community. I provide that as well. But you guys make it even more incredible. That's why you got to hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, baby. All right, so we have a couple of substitutions coming in for the Phils. Brandon Marsh will actually go out there. It looks like he's going to be playing in center field. Or no, he's going to be playing out in left field. So Kyle Schwarber, I think that his day is done. He was supposed to lead off the bottom of the ninth, but it'll be Brandon Marsh instead. And Junior Marte will be pitching now for the Titans. This is his first outing since he went on the injured list for the Phils. The 29-year-old, the last time he pitched was on April 30th. And, well, in 12 games, he has a 2.70 ERA. I'll have to get to your comments in just a little bit, I promise. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll check out the email in a little bit. De La Cruz up to bat. 6-4. Marlins lead it, and the first pitch is bounced foul. Brian De La Cruz ended up getting the bases clearing double to tie the ball game 3-3 in the top of the seventh. The ball is one strike. The pitch on the way, and that just misses low. So Marte, 29 years old, 6'2". Mentioned he has a 2.7 ERA and 12 strikeouts. 1-1, and that's fouled away. Well, the last time that he ended up pitching against the Marlins was back in 2023. That was on August 1st. Just went 2/3, allowed 2 walks, and had 2 flyouts. Phillies ended up winning that game 3-1. 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball, it's foul. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way, and that is fouled back towards the screen. PHLY is live now? I wonder why. Game's not even over. Almost 9 o'clock here on the East Coast in the 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball that's hit over towards the left side. And good play by the ball girl. It actually ended up hitting the tarp. She played it on a bounce and just scooped it up. De La Cruz in the box. 2 for 3. And he's facing Marte here. He's faced Marte has faced De La Cruz once, and he walked him. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's the first out of the ninth. That's a strikeout. And Marte does win that battle. That's a pretty big out there. So that's how you do it. And Josh Bell is coming on up to the plate. He'll be batting on the left side. He's a switch-hitting first baseman. He's been in the league for quite some time. He's also 1 for 2 lifetime against Marte. The first pitch, swing and a miss. How about the four-seamer that just kept rising? And it came to the eye level of Josh Bell, and he got fooled. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch on the way, and that's fouled off. Josh Bell 1 for 4 on the evening so far. He's 31 years old and has been in the league for quite some time. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Another swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Junior Marte. And Josh Bell has to go sit down in the Marlins dugout. That also makes it 3 strikeouts in a row, dating back to end the last inning, and that was back in the 8th. Now it's Dane Myers, who came on in to pinch hit for Jesus Sanchez. That was back in the 7th. Pitch number 1, ball 1. Two strikeouts in a row by Junior Marte, and the 1-0 pitch to Myers is way inside. 6 more subs till we get to 3150. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? 2-0 pitch. And Marte misses badly again. It was off target. It was off the plate. Reds lead at 7-2 in the top of the 4th. 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Orioles now lead at 11-2 in the bottom of the 8th. And the Blue Jays, they lead at 9-2 against the Yankees. That's now in the top of the 7th. 3-1 pitch on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. Myers thought it was ball 4, and Jimenez said, "Come back here." Can't fool me, Jimenez says. Marte looking to strike out the side here and get a 1-2-3 inning. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball back up the middle past the diving stop of Merrifield into center field for a single. Pache will throw it back over to second, and Myers able to win the battle as he comes through with a 2-out single in the 9th. Here's Jake Berger. The last time he was up to bat, ended up launching it out to left field into the night. Two outs, top of the 9th inning. Berger up at the plate. And the throw back to first, and Harper doesn't even apply a tag to Myers. Thank you to dude at 184. Thank you. I was curious. Marte with pitch number 17 coming up. Here it is. And it's in there for a strike. Marchand throw over the second base, and that's not even close to Merrifield. It goes out into center field, and Pache gets to it. Staying put over at second base, though, is Myers. He's a speedster. He can fly. He certainly has a lot of speed on the bases. And, well, he gets over to second base and maneuvers over with another stolen base. That's just his 3rd stolen base, or his 2nd stolen base of the season. But he's pretty fast. He is pretty fast. Thank you, Macho. Appreciate it, man. No balls, 1 strike. And that puts a runner in scoring position. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and Marsh can't get to it. It bounces in front of him. Myers will come on in to score. And it's an RBI single by Jake Berger. He's been the difference of the game. And it's 7-4 Miami. So the small ball works. Myers gets the second base. And Berger takes advantage of a hanging slider. Followed through with the bat as well. Marlins, by the way, were down 3-0 heading into the 7th, and they've scored in each of the last 3 innings. First pitch. Downstairs for a ball. Nick Gordon is the guy in the box, batting on the left side. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Line drive hit out to center field, and Pache doesn't even flinch. And the inning is over as he does make the catch. So Berger gives the Marlins more insurance. And we head to the bottom of the ninth. Brandon Marsh, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper coming up for the Phils. So they're down by 3. Okay. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell icon, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, or Eagles football, man. 278 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. We need 6 more subs to get to 3150. What are y'all waiting for? What are y'all waiting for? We just had 2 outs, I know. That's what happens. That's what happens to this team. That's what happens, man. Can you guys see play-by-play eventually going this route? Do you? Because I do. But do you think that this is going to be the future of play-by-play announcing? What do you guys think about that down below? I'm curious to get your thoughts on that. What's up, Patrick? How you doing, man? 2 runs, maybe 3. I don't feel it, brother. Well, to be fair, this team does have 7 comebacks in the 9th inning, and they've proven a lot of people wrong. They have the most comeback wins in baseball. So sometimes you just have to believe. That's just how it goes. You know? That's what sports to me is all about. You gotta have faith. Could easily get out of hand large scale. What do you mean by that? Could easily get out of hand. I'm just curious. Bottom of the 9th. And here's Brandon Marsh coming up to the plate. Anything could get out of hand, though. There's Rob Thompson. He was talking about Brandon Marsh's game yesterday, and how great he was. Ended up going 4 for 4. Here's Tanner Scott, the closer, and he throws the first pitch and it's fouled off. Scott is 10 for 12 in save opportunities. He did end up blowing a save to the Phillies earlier in the season. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says yes. No balls. 2 strikes. In the bottom of the 9th. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Marsh upstairs. Scott's ERA this year. Well, it's at a 1.59. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Another one that's way up high for ball 2. Did end up going 2 innings against the Phillies earlier this year on Sunday, May 12th. Walked 2 batters and had a strikeout. 2-2 pitch to Marsh. Here it is, and that's right at the knees for a called 3rd strike. And Marsh goes down looking, and Scott gets his first strikeout of the 9th. Schwarber didn't get injured. Schwarber was taken as or Marsh came in to replace him as a defensive substitution out in left field. I thought I mentioned that before, but I apologize if I didn't. The pitch. That's up high and inside the Trey Turner. 1-0 is the count. Trey is 2 for 3. He's gotten on base 3 times tonight. 1-0 pitch. And he takes a slider at the knees at 90. One out. Bottom of the ninth. 1-1 pitch on the way. High bouncer hit over to third base. Leap in play by Emmanuel Rivera. Throw over to first just in time to get Trey Turner. That was a really good play. Emmanuel Rivera, who just came in as a defensive replacement for Jake Berger, and Berger actually slid over to first. Just able to make a nice bang-bang play, and the Phillies are down to their final out. It's Bryce Harper who's going to come on up. Two outs, bottom of the ninth. Harper up to bat. First pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the first base side, and the throw over to first is just in time. Scott actually had to go cover the bag, and Harper is limping, and oh, that's not good. The ball game is over, but more importantly, is Bryce Harper okay? That's the question. There was a shot that was hit over towards the first base side. The second baseman, and that was the second baseman, that's Otto Lopez, ended up making the throw over to first. Rob Thompson is checking up on Bryce Harper. He is standing, and he's hobbling a little bit. But the ball game is over nonetheless. Lopez made a good play, and Berger couldn't cover the bag, so it was the closer, Tanner Scott, who had to go cover it, was able to record the final out. And Harper's going to go back to the tunnel, and that's the ball game. Marlins come back and beat the Phillies by the final score of 7-4. Let's look at this again. That's a really bizarre play. And Scott, let's see again. Harper, this looked like as soon as he got up with his left cleat on the base, he landed a little bit awkwardly. Yeah, he's hobbling. Let's see again. And the other thing, too, to look out for is, did Scott actually miss the bag? They said that he recorded it. So Harper was hobbling. And Scott, I don't even know if he tagged the bag or not. So this is a really bizarre play. So, yep, the game is over. All right. Final score, 7-4. Jake Berger ended up going 3 for 5 with 2 singles, a home run, 2 RBI, and a run scored. And hopefully Bryce is okay. That's not good. We got to make sure that we're on the lookout for that and see what Rob has to say during the press conference. That's tough. Harper went back to the locker room on the last play, ended up hitting a ground ball over towards the first base side, and he tripped on the bag and was hobbling. Hopefully it was a cramp or something, that, nothing too serious, but yeah, it's not good. That's not good for Bryce if he's going to have to miss time. So, all right, the Phillies end up losing by a final score of 7-4. And, well, that's not how it started out. Phillies had a 3-0 lead heading into the top of the 7th. And the Phillies bullpen did not do a good job today whatsoever. Zack Wheeler actually went 6 innings and did a really good job for the Phillies. He actually went 6 2/3. He inherited 2 runs and did everything he could. And then the bullpen just blew it. Absolutely blew it. But, yeah. Bryce Harper just injured himself on the final play of the game, and he went right down the tunnel, back into the clubhouse, instead of waiting for the challenge call over at first base. And I didn't even know if Scott actually tagged the bag or not. They said that he did. He was grabbing onto his hamstring, according to John Clark, and was grimacing as he hit first base there. The game again is over, but, ooh, man. I hope so. It's always the next day that tells the story. Yeah, you're right. It's not good. Anyhow, I do appreciate you all so much for coming on here. What's one word to describe that game? I think that the best word to describe that was a disaster. That's the word that I'm going to use. Team is falling apart physically. Maybe we do need an all-star break. Well, Harper did get hurt, but listen, man, they just won another series. They haven't lost. This team has not been swept this year, guys. How can we say that? I don't know. I understand what you're saying, that they could just use a break. It's not that they're playing bad. I get what you're saying. But I still feel like that they're playing well. Yeah, could they use a little break? I think every team could use a break. Wait, so it wasn't out? Yeah, it was. Disappointing, unlucky. What else? One word to describe that game. Let us know down below. 13 hits for the Marlins is crazy. It is. It is crazy. Any more words? Or do we just not have any words and we're just praying for Bryce? Because that is okay too. Their bodies need a break, especially one that has been plagued with soft tissue injuries, says Midget Pigeon. Yep. All right. I love you all. And that's going to wrap things up for me. I will see you all tomorrow night. Phillies will be back on at 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And, well, it's over, everybody. Hopefully the Phillies tie up the series tomorrow. All right? Love you all. Good night. Peace.